Okay, guys, one of the top trending stocks right now on StockTwits is Triller Group, ILLR. And I remember this one way back. It was a merger company with Triller here. And if you remember, this thing had an insane run from the low, was this like 70 cents or low 60 cents and went all the way to a high of $8. And I was telling people to be cautious because this thing could easily start dumping. Because as you can see, when we get close to this red band here, this is a Keltner channel. It's set up to be extreme settings. I use an ATR4, and that's what they use as average to ranges, which means when a stock moves a lot, we look to what is their point of, there should be a pullback, right? Doesn't mean it should plummet down, and that's what these areas are. We hit these and it comes down. Where do we come down to and have that trampoline effect is your EMA 5, 10, and 20. So as you can see, price comes up here, comes back down to the 5, comes back up, and then comes back down to the 5, and then we eventually go to the 20 here and actually start making a little downtrend until we start going back up, and then we're just in a range, and then we finally are in a little downtrend here. So what I like to do is I like to say, one, how strong is the downtrend? If we look at the weekly chart, it was a nice uptrend on this weekly chart here. We lasted from 419 and we kind of just consolidated all throughout here. But I love the weekly chart so much that, if you start hitting this red band, this is a really strong trend. And then once you start pulling back, I love getting entries on the 10 and the 20. I'm telling you, the more you guys backtest this, you're going to be insane about this. Let's try not to short it. Yes, it's good. We know it's going to go down, but I'm really liking the retest pattern of following the uptrend. The only time I would short it, and I'll show you an example, is time distance away from the EMA 5. As you can see, these candles here only had 1, 2, 3, 4. This had 5 days away from the EMA 5. I would look around, this area here to short it because we know anything that don't touch this EMA 5 in 7 daily candles is long. So we know the red band is a sell zone. And so when we have lots of candles not touching the EMA 5 around 5 to 6 candles and you're still way above that ATR4, then you're like, okay, we're due for a correction, and that's what we got. And you can make nice money here. That's a 37% move down to that EMA 5. Where do we bounce? Literally right on that EMA 5. The algos use that as a point. Now, would I just randomly buy it and be like, okay, yeah, I knew that it would bounce there? No, it could have easily went to the 10. It could have went to the 20. So, I mean, we don't know for sure, but we do know this is an area where algos look at. And when you have a nice big uptrend, usually on the EMA 5, you bounce at least one time. And then you bounce on the 10 at least, and then the 20. And that's what we got here. We had this big move up here. Again, we do have another bounce on the 5. We have another bounce here, and then we have another bounce on the 10, just slightly, and then the 20, just a little, and then it goes down. But I want to show you a stronger trend. The weekly, if you look at the weekly trend here, I mean, this is just so awesome to see. And the more stocks I see, you're going to be like, wow, why did I not just do this, follow the trend strategy? It's literally insane. I don't know how much people use weekly candles. Yes, the reason why I like it because, one, it's like probably the highest candle you can use. Anything over a weekly is probably just way too much. Like, you can go to a monthly. It's just getting too extreme now. Daily and weekly are my best signals to do because I like to do a swing trade. If you go anything lower, you're kind of going in more to the day trading style. Yeah, you can do a 4-hour, but I like the daily and the weekly. If you look at the weekly candle, you could see what I like to do is once I see a nice solid trend where the EMA 20 is the most bottom band, I'll put alerts right at the 10 and the 20. And if you're on Webull, it's so easy to do. You just right click here, go to create alert, and hit if price goes below this, and then you will have an alert set to your phone that ILLR has hit this area, and this is where you would buy on a solid uptrend. And look at this, from here to here was 110% gain, literally in a matter of 2-3 weeks here. And then guess what? You do not play it again. I always like to say, play these EMAs once. So if you play the 10, play that once. Then on the EMA 20, play that once. So here you go. You had this big bounce. We bounce again on the 10. And guess what? Here is your next bounce. From this 10 to this area, you got a high of about 16-17%. Not as much as the 10. I am noticing the 10 gives you the biggest. Then when it goes down to the 20, the 20 is just more of your safer route because what if price just goes tumbling down to the 20? Well, you're at a 25% loss from that, right? So, but I like to do 2 ads. I do an ad on the 10 and I do a final on the 20. And so when I'm looking at Triller here, you're in a consolidation zone. It's not really like anything. I'm like there. No one can really say this is a nice solid trend they're seeing here. You see this area here. You're just in this range here. It's pretty big range on the weekly. On the weekly, you see how it's inverse. You see how the EMA 20 is the bottom. The minute this candle went so far down, we tested this 20, and guess what? We went down. We tested the 20, we went down. We tested the 10, we down. So, I mean, it works for the both sides of the thing, and we are in a downtrend. Till I get a big move up, then we are going to be in a downtrend still. So when I look at the daily, we're kind of just spot on these EMAs. There's no direction yet, and it's the number one trading stock. So it makes me think that, okay, maybe we're going to switch these trends here. They announced Investor Day scheduled for December 18th. The announces, okay, so I'm reading all these news. Major revamp of Triller app with new roadmap and leadership changes. The initial phase of rejuvenating application in quarter 1. So lots of good stuff here. Launches Triller Insights video series. So, I mean, with the number one trending on StockTwits, lots of people commenting this on X. I do think this can probably push up. And what I do like about this is, remember when I say when it touches those EMAs multiple times, they can break through it? Well, on this weekly channel, we touched it once, we touched it twice, we touched it 3 times, and we touched it 4 times on the EMA 20. That means there's getting weakness. You're hitting the wall, hitting the wall, hitting the wall. And when you hit that wall so many times, you're going to break through. And so that's what this is. So what I'm hoping for Triller is we get above this with a weekly candle, something like this, and we maintain that, right? We maintain it a couple candles. I don't want to just see one candle in and then one candle dump, right? I want to see multiple candles like this. It doesn't have to be this big of a move up. It just means it's a stronger trend. I just want to see a couple candles above it. So that's a range here when we get rid of these lines. I think, if you're going to follow the trend, this is the best way to do it. If you want to trade against the trend, always use the daily candle and kind of be like, okay, well, we know we have to revert to the mean. How many candles have we not touched the EMA 5? If it's around 7 candles, then 5 to 6 candles, we look to go back to it. And then look at the range. Are we really above? Like, look at how far are we above this ATR4, right? If you look at this range here, you got to understand, like, okay, yeah, we're due for a correction to come back down to this. And that's what happens here. When you get so far above this ATR4, and if you're buying in this area, this really helps me to say, hey, I just would never buy it up here. I look for that retracement back. And that retracement is going to happen to that EMA fast. And then look at this, another big move up. So, yeah, this is how I'm looking to play it on the daily. There's really not much happening. It's consolidating just like the weekly. It's been consolidating. The candles are just up, down, up, down, up, down. I think since we hit the EMA 20 so many times, we're probably going to make an uptrend here. A lot of consolidation, a lot of hype. I think it's looking good, guys. I'm bullish on Triller, but I'm going to alert it in the Discord when I start seeing that nice solid uptrend. I start seeing, a retest pattern to the EMAs, and if it gets too out of control, then you can do the trade against the trend strategy that I showed you. But yeah, if you guys want to join the alerts, my Discord, and get my access to my alerts, get access to all my education. I do day trades all throughout the day, and then I try to find one swing trade that works, that is the best setup out of all the stocks. I'm in one right now that's actually looking really good. We've had like 7 wins in a row last week doing this unique strategy that I improvised. Like I say, guys, I try to put out new things. If I'm seeing a strategy work in these current market conditions, then I'm going to show it to you guys. This is the strategy I'm loving. I'm loving the daily, weekly candle swing trading strategy that follows the trend. It's awesome. But if you want to join the Discord, click the link down below in the YouTube comments below. It'll say join the premium Discord for my alerts to system. It'll take you to the free chat landing page. If you want to become a member, hit day trade alerts, and it'll give you access to all my memberships, day trades and swing trades for an all-time low cost of $12 a month. If you guys just want swing trading, hit server shop or server subscriptions, and you can read about buying an individual service. Swing trading is just 6, day swing trading is 12. So it just whatever works for you. If you're like, I only like swing trades, I don't have time to do day trades, then sure, do the swing trading. If you only like day trades, you're going to have both education services to learn about them because they kind of intertwine. But I like day trades too. We use a smaller time frame just like this, and I show you guys how to trade the best stocks in the world using a unique day trading strategy that is absolutely awesome and like I said, I try to focus on A plus setups, so 1 to 2 day trades a day, and then one swing trade a day is what I try to do. Hope you guys like this video. If you do subscribe, it'll save you money if you do it on your computer to avoid the iOS fee. I think you guys are going to like this. This is a really nice service. It's made me profitable. This is the only one, because what we're doing is we're really focusing on stronger signals, right? Are we getting a strong company, right? We want to make sure, when I research these, I want to make sure, how strong is this company? Look at the news. Is there anything like really bad, anything that should worry you? And when you read this, you can see like right here, files to sell 334 of common stockholders. This was posted on 11/15. So watching out on all this stuff really helps. But I don't see anything wrong. But like I said, let's wait. Let's let the algos work for us. Let them tell us what the direction is instead of randomly guessing. I'm bullish, as I've seen this pattern many times. So I think it will just break out, but we'll see from there, guys. Nice consolidation phase, and that's really where you get the big moves up. I mean, look at this. This has been consolidating for quite some time in this range here. So, yeah, let's see what we do here. If you guys want to join the Discord, I think you guys will really love it, and I would love to have you guys. I think you guys are gonna really like it. Cancel anytime if you don't make money, won't hurt me. But I do promise you this, that you will learn a lot. Thank you so much for joining. Give this video a like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in the Discord.